Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going back to our roots and playing Chaos. Now I think for the past month or 3 weeks or so, it's been kind of crazy because we had so many new cards, so many new decks to try out, and I've been quite distracted with that. But yeah, Chaos is my main deck, and some people also sometimes forget that I don't play these other decks. I usually make these showcase videos. Mainly to try them out and see what you guys are also playing, and also gain intel on the actual deck. So if I play against the deck, I know how to beat it, I know the choke points and so on. And I feel like any good player would also do the same thing, because they must understand how to beat a certain deck so they can be good at the game and also good with their own deck. Otherwise you would not know how to use your own interruptions. But Chaos is my main deck, right? So I will always just come back to Chaos, and this is just my favorite deck of all time. So yeah, let's see what this deck is. You're probably wondering what is this deck? This deck going second Chaos deck. So I'll talk about the choices about everything here, and this deck has been quite insane actually. It performed a lot better than I even thought it would. So first of all, playing 2/4, 3 Parolia. Why? Because I don't like 2/4 in this current meta, because everyone's summoning from the hand and they usually play very well around my full loss. And I've explained that in my previous videos as well. So I don't think it's good to play 3/4 at the moment, but if you want to play 3/4, you can. Okay, this is not like you must play 2/4 or cut 4 entirely. No, you can still play that card, you can still play 3 if you want. It depends on your build, okay? So in this build, because it's a go in second build, you 100% can play 3 if you want. I just brick on it a lot because, I don't know, maybe the simulator is broken. And then 3 Ash, 2 Belt, very standard, and then Harmony. So you guys know probably from my previous Chaos videos that I made that I was actually cutting the Harmonia because I'm playing Curtain. So this is actually quite different. Because this is a go in second deck, you want to play Harmonia because this is the best hand trap for Chaos, period. It's always been that way, and I don't think it will ever change unless they print a super broken hand trap that is also going to be 2 or even 3 interruptions like this. I don't think that will happen. So why play Harmonia in this build if I'm getting locked out of stuff like Curtain and Celtic Sage? This actually works with Celtic Sage. So these both block you. This locks you out of the extra deck effects except synchros, and then this locks you into 1 summon from the extra deck. This doesn't matter in this deck because if you look at the extra deck, I'm actually not playing any synchros to even use, and then I'm also these right here. These are extra. I will talk about Dark Paladin in a second, and then these links are also whatever. I actually like the links in this deck, so I can actually link stuff off to turn on Chaos hats and do other stuff rather than use their effects to break my opponent's board. Although that is also an option, which is why I think I'm still playing Curtain and I'm still playing the Dark Magician, because Curtain is still insane. It will always be insane. And if I'm not locked with Harmonia, I have tons of shit I can do and just OTK my opponents. So you can actually 100% play both, especially in a go in second build. In a go in first build, you can, but if your deck relies on Link Climb, I don't think this will be that good, because you don't play enough hand traps and you won't have enough board breakers and ways to stop your opponents on their turn. And then when it comes to your turn, you're already locked with Harmonia, so then you can't Curtain and do Link Climb stuff to break their board. So it's gonna be very tough. Then Gallant Thief. So Gallant Thief in main is actually very good at the moment. Everyone is playing unaffected monsters. I played against Moonlit, I played against Sprawl, I played against so many unaffected monsters. It's crazy. So this card has been just a godsend for Chaos. So love this card for this build. If I'm playing a normal build, I don't know if I would play 3 of this. I maybe play 1 or 2, or even put it in my side deck. Because this is not a card you want to draw. But it can immediately end duels, and this is what happened with Moonlit. I played against 3 Moonlit players. I think 2 of them got instantly Gallant Thiefed and they scooped, which is fair enough. You put up 2 boss monsters after 30 minutes and you just get outed by 1 card and you can't even interact with it. I love that. Fuck Moonlit. I love this card, and if I could play 100 of this card against Moonlit, I would. And I would not even do anything. I would just spam summon this forever and just sit on that. Yeah. And then 3 multiplying Kribos, because in this build, it's a go in second build, so this is actually a starter for your deck 100% of the time if you open it, because you'll not open it going first because you're always choosing to go second. And this paired up with other cards like this or Harmonia, whatever, it's super broken. Actually, you might just win the duel if these resolve. And yeah, like Black Scale Dragon with like multiplying Karibu, you just go Black Chaos, tag in and out, set all of these, and then you just set up everything. They can't out anything on your board. You fucking destroy them. It's really, really hard for them to out that. And then I'm playing only 2 Black Scale Dragons. So why play 2 over like 3 or 1? Because 1 feels too little in this deck. This will go in second deck. I want to open this card. This card is very, very good. So 2 has felt like the best, I guess, ratio for this card, because if you play 3, you will break a lot with this card, mainly because of the ratios in this deck. So if you build your deck differently, you can 100% play 3. But because I have 33 monsters and 15 spells, 4 of these spells are also just not even quick play spells, which are these. So I can't even use them with the Black Skull Dragon, which means I only have 11 cards to use with this. Which is exactly why I am not playing 3 of this. You're gonna brick a lot on it. But 2 is just good. And then Celtic Sage. So Celtic Sage just works with Harmonia, because if you're locked, it doesn't matter. You can still make Chaos Angel with this, and this also doesn't lock you out of the Chaos Angel. So Celtic Sage has actually been very good. And when I was opening it, it was actually like also saving me or even like helping me OTK my opponent. So I do love this card, but I would not play 3 in this set. Because I don't want to see multiple copies of this 100%, and I don't want to see this in every opening hand, because they're situational, which opening hands like Celtic, and I feel like most of them actually don't like Celtic, because it will not contribute much to your combo. It's only going to lock you. And yeah. And then the talents, this is just standard in my builds. I do like talents in this deck. It's very good, especially paired up with Chaos Hats. And it does so much, especially look at the hand, because everyone is summoning on turn 0 from their hand and doing stupid shit, so talents keeps everything in check. And I can search it as well with hats. So hats is like the other thing I want to talk about. A lot of people don't play hats, and if you've seen like top players also don't play hats. I have always disagreed with this. I always think playing hats is the correct way to play the deck, but that's just me. And I also understand the argument not to play it because it can be risky. But in my builds, I usually make it so that I can utilize Chaos Hats properly because I know how to use this card. If you don't know how to use this card, you will always think it sucks. But once you know how to use it, you can do some crazy shit with this, because even on turn 0, you can also Chaos Hats your opponent. Then that will give you insane advantage. If you know what your opponent's deck is doing and that they can't out these face down cards, you set up Mind Shuffle, you win the duel, 100%. So yeah, very strong card, and I'm playing it for tagging, with the Archfiend, so when it tags in and out, I can set all of these cards, and that's just pretty much GG's. Versus only being able to set this and like a Mind Shuffle or like a Ritual Spell. Most likely they won't do much because you already have a Mind Shuffle established if you went for this, and you are tagging in and out. Yeah, and then 3 Curtain, 1 Call by, this is just, yeah, normal. And then extra deck, we're playing 6 Synchros. So I already talked about like why I play 6 Synchros over 5, I think. Did I discuss that? I don't even remember. But mainly the reason is people misinterpret how this works. So when this reveals itself, and you can see here it says 5 Synchro monsters you have to reveal as well, including this card, right? This does not say 6. So you can choose to play 5 Synchros if you want. A lot of people think you need to play 6. That's just incorrect. The only reason people play 6 is, so if you use this card, you can actually recycle it back and then use it again immediately. In the case where you don't have like a window where you could have like went Archfiend, shuffle stuff back, including like Cloud Base. Like if I go send Cloud Base, I can shuffle back with the Archfiend, and then I can use it again to pop, right? But yeah, this is just in that scenario. But otherwise, like you can 100% play 5 Synchros, and this is completely justified. You don't need to play 6. I'm playing 6 in this build because it's a go in second build, and I will actually utilize Harmonia on both turns, like on opponent's turn 1, and then when it comes back to my turn, I'm gonna spin it back and also use it again as a board breaker. So that's why I'm playing 6. And you can see I'm not playing Lulu as well because Lulu is only for an Albaz build, and I only have Albaz in my side deck. It's not in my main. I'll talk about why it's in my side deck in a second. But yeah, Winpex is basically just replaces that here. Then this is basic. This is not basic. This is actually optional to play. You don't even have to play this. So why am I playing Paladin? Pretty obvious, because I want OTK my opponent with this build. But also, Harmonia doesn't lock this card out. Because Harmonia locks you out of using synchro effects. These effects on Paladin are actually not activating effects. They're continuous effects. Gains 500 attack for each monster on the field, continuous. Can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each, continuous. And then this right here, when you after this card destroys a card by battle or card effect and sends it to the grave, neither player can activate its effect while it's in the grave. I think this is also a continuous, or like a continuous effect. So what that means is this right here, this negate, is the only thing that's activating. So you will lose out on this, but it doesn't matter. You will be able to OTK your opponent, and that's the whole point. Harmonia does not lock you out of summoning synchros, only locks you out of synchro effects. Sorry, non-synchro effects. So yeah, this actually has a lot more value because of that, as opposed to something like Dragoon. And then these are actually to board back my opponent, not to link climb. Link climb is actually my side deck here, because, you know, if I go second, although I can link climb, I'm expecting to be locked because of Harmonia, or have like a Celtic Sage play, which are gonna actually stop the link climb. So I'm relying more so on Harmonia than link climb in this set. And then when I go first, what I'm doing is I'm actually playing these in my side deck. First of all, Souls to enable my combo here. So I'm actually gonna put these here because these are all together. This enables like the combo to be able to link climb, Protect, Code Talker, and Firewall Dragon. And then this one Souls. And then I'm also playing 3 Albas, Cartesia, Ecclesia, and Grangnol. So if we count how many these are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 main deck cards. And if we look, if you go first, you will side these out. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8 slots free. You can take stuff out, and you can side in all of these starters. So all of these become turned from bricks to starters, which is exactly the whole point of this side deck. Because this deck, I feel like, doesn't really need like other cards like Floodgates and stuff to play in your side deck. It's just Mind Mirror Force and Lava Golem that you really need for going second, and this already like playing going second cards, right? And you can also play more consistency cards if you want. You can play like pre-prep, whatever, to replace these 2 cards, because these are 8 cards that you want to side out, and then these are actually only 6 cards. So that's up to you what you want to play. You can play Pharah if you want. You can play Magna Hut if you want, which would also be a starter if you have Albaz, which I'm not playing in this deck, mainly because it's not going to be a starter, only a board breaker. It can be a situational starter, because if I have something to discard, like a curtain, I can add this in the end phase, and then I can use it to set a mind shuffle in the end phase. So, and I don't want to rely on that too much, because this is assuming I have that play. Otherwise, Magna Hut would not be that good. It's only adding Harmonia. So yeah, you can play in your side if you want. And then just Lava Golem and this to like further board back my opponent. Especially if you play against something like Moonlit, and like you don't want to just rely on a 3-up in a 47 card build. Now there's obviously lots of other ways to like out their Liger, like Lost Soldier. But sometimes you just don't have like the best hand to out them. So that's why we play Lava Golem as well. So that you can just have 6 cards at least that can like tribute the opponent's monsters. But yeah, that's enough. Yeah. This is what the deck does. So let's actually hop in some replays. Okay, so first duel, this is against a mirror match actually. So this guy is playing Super Poly, multiplying Karibo. Okay, is he trying out like the new Magnificent Monsters? They're gonna be released soon. I don't know. Impulse. Okay, I think someone in my Discord actually asked. He was like, when should we play Impulse versus not play Impulse? And the answer to this question is, if you play other engines, you can play Impulse. If you don't play other engines and you fully rely on Chaos, you do not play Impulse. That's usually how it goes. It's not that you can't play Impulse, it's just that you shouldn't play Impulse. Why? Because in a pure build, you have lots of reliance on Lost Soldier. This is actually one of the best cards for attacking in this deck. It's gonna OTK, it's gonna constantly out your opponent's cards. It's gonna protect you so the opponent can't attack into your monster as well. It does a lot, right? If you lock this out, you will have a hard time OTKing your opponents, and then you also can't have this banish interruption, which usually is actually very strong. So this actually makes a huge difference. And you're trading that for Impulse, I don't think that's worth it. If there is more value to Impulse in this deck, and you're playing anything else that can actually OTK without having to rely on this, like, you know what? Actually, maybe Curtain. If you play Curtain, I would actually maybe be okay with you playing this, because then you'd still be able to OTK with, like, the Dark Magician lines. So without that, if you're not playing it, I think Impulse is a very bad card in the deck. But it's not unplayable. You can definitely play it if you want. It's just gonna be this getting locked. And Impulse is obviously like an insane card by itself, right? Oh, okay, never mind. He actually plays Curtain. So we'll see like what he's playing in the side deck, in the extra deck as well. Okay, and then Black Skull Dragon? You what? Okay, so it seems I'm not the only person who plays this card. Wow, that is crazy. This Chad also plays this broken card. He understands that this card is broken. Okay. Also plays Chaos Hats based, or Mystic Box as well. Even I don't play that right now. Yeah, I mean, this guy is insane. Do you guys think he's new to the deck, or he's just like goated? I don't know. Plays Souls. Oh my god, he plays double. Oh, he knows ball. Alright, alright. I see, okay. Yeah, he plays double Black Skull Dragon, Mystic Box, Chaos Hats. He plays like full Chaos deck here with Impulse. Let's see if he can do something about the Impulse. Okay, he's Vase. Okay, this guy's insane, actually. Yeah, I think this guy's actually insane. Dragoon Paladin, super quality targets, and then he also... Okay, you know what? This build actually is very strong. Yeah, and the Impulse makes sense. So if you can justify like playing something like Impulse, it's completely fine to play it, right? It's just like if you don't know what you're doing, you just slap Impulse on the deck. That doesn't make sense. You're gonna get fucked over, right? But yeah, this guy seems to know what he's doing. His hand also looks like, oh my god, Curtain and Corrupted. Okay. So he's gonna go Curtain, drop it. This is very funny actually, because it happened to me like a few times now, where my opponent goes full loss, and then after I go Curtain, obviously. And then I actually had hard opened the Dark Magician and I summoned from my hand. I think in actually one of the replays this also happens. So this is very funny because usually Dark Magician is very bad in your hand, and it's always in your hand for some reason. I don't know why. So when you open it and the opponent goes full like this, it actually feels very good to have opened it because you would not give them any draws. And this is actually happening to me now, so I'm full lossing him, but he's gonna summon it from the hand. So he doesn't give me a draw. And he played around Droll here. Then he goes Corrupted Ritual, add Grifo. Okay, these plays are actually very good. This is exactly what you want to do. You don't want to add Swordman here. Grifo is 100% better. So he sees no hand traps, so he is going to add a Black Chaos. Okay, and then goes Ritual Light and Dark, adds back the Grifo. Goes into the Demod to give me a draw. Okay. Here I was thinking I should wait for Demod to see if he goes into it, which he probably should, and give me one draw. Then when he activates the Demod, I will not pop it with the Harmonia. I would actually send 3. That's exactly what I was thinking. And then my stupid muscle memory revealed 5 cards and then popped it. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so fucking stupid. It's because like usually you go Harmonia revealed 5, so I'm actually very used to it. So I just like click without even thinking about this at this point. But sometimes you want to reveal 3, which was in this case. And I just completely fumbled it, even though I was thinking that's the play I want to make. So I revealed 5, unfortunately, and pop it. What should have happened is I revealed 3. I summon, it doesn't pop. I send Cloud Beast triggers, forcing this out, so he has to go Gaze. Because he doesn't have anything, any other targets, it's only this. So if he doesn't go Gaze on this, he will lose out on the Dragoon. And that makes a huge difference. Then if he goes Gaze and gives me a draw, we draw into the sword, and then the next draw is Curtain. That's just game over. So that's what I was thinking. That's why I wanted to make that play, and I knew that he wouldn't give me more draws off of the full loss, so he would just stop here. So we sent this, and this is obviously very bad that we popped now because he can just Gaze this, and then he can also just shuffle the Wind Fixes back. So I felt very stupid doing this. So then he goes Souls. He's gonna shuffle back my Windpegasus. Yep. Summons, goes send 2, and then draw 2. Oh, draws into Black Skull Dragon. Okay. This is why Black Skull Dragon is so good. Like, when you draw into it like this, and you have a hand this bad, like, you can just do this, right? For some reason, he actually set Mystic Box. I already knew this was Gaze, but Mystic Box over Shattering Sword. Okay, I'm gonna assume this guy is very good with the deck, so I'm not gonna be like, oh, he's an idiot, he did this. No. He probably has a reason for doing things. Oh, you know what it is? It's maybe because he has Grifo, so he wants the Shattering Sword to be like a surprise element. Now, just because I went Dark Magician and Harmonia does not mean that I am playing Chaos, but there's a good chance that I am. Because if I'm playing pure Dark Magician, Harmonia would lock me out. So he probably should be able to guess that I'm actually playing Chaos as well. So yeah, I guess he's saving Shattering Sword with the Grifo, or saving it for set another Mind Shuffle, and then this would be further protection for his Black Chaos. Which makes sense, actually, because he only has one level 7 or higher right now, and what he can do is if he summons Black Chaos, and then I go like Fallen the Virtuous on this, right? After he is attempting to add with the Mind Shuffle, he can just activate the Mystic Box, and I can't do like stop it. I can't like chain and pop like Mind Shuffle because this does not spin it back for cost. And that's like one of the things that I was talking about like in one of my previous videos about like the value of Mystic Box. So yeah, okay. Let's see what he does here. We're gonna draw to the Swordman. He goes add. Okay, but okay. Here, if I had popped this, he would be able to set another Grifo. So that would have been completely fine because he just goes Chaos Mystic, spins the Mind Shuffle back, pops me, and then he can just set another one, and then also he has one of these on the field. So we're gonna go Corrupted first, because... Hold on. Let's actually just go back. Okay, so look at this, okay? So we go Corrupted, let's see what we add. We add Grifo. So why add Grifo here? Why not add like Black Skull Dragon or like a Black Chaos or even Archfiend? Because I was attempting to actually force his cards out because I have 2 level 7s on the field. That is insanely threatening against Chaos. If you're a Chaos player, you should know how threatening having 2 level 7s on the field is. So he feels immediately threatened here. So he chains Gaze of Timaeus. I'm gonna chain set Mind Shuffle. I was thinking he wants to go Luster Banish, which is fine because you'll see what happens here. So I'm gonna set Mind Shuffle and see what he does. If he goes target my Mind Shuffle, it doesn't matter. I just spin back Summon Luster. Summon Luster. And I can go for Black Chaos, set another, place another Mind Shuffle. So he's actually gonna target this. I guess he thought I didn't have any targets, because I didn't add yet. But I just go Luster and I force out the Mind Shuffle to see if he would trigger the Mystic Box, but he doesn't. He triggers this, which tells me he already has Black Chaos, which I actually did know, I think. So then, now I just trigger this, spin back the Harmonious, I can use it as a board breaker, and then he is gonna activate Grifo. I just spin back the other card now. This is so insane. Summon Celtic Mystic, and then we can summon the Swordman. Now Swordman is threatening to banish 2, because now I can go Celtic, and then go Harmonia. Harmonia is also insane board breaker here. So he has to go Shattering Sword to negate this, so I don't draw 3, which I would have drawn into... Okay, that's ridiculous. Called by the Grave. So he's gonna negate. We're gonna go Harmonia, pop his Paladin, so he can't negate one of my spells, which would be the Talents. And then we can just go Cloud Beast to spin back the Mind Shuffle. This will force out the Chaos Mystic. The Mystic Box, I mean. Now we just activate Mind Shuffle to add. So this was a crazy chain of events that we just fucking did there. But look at the board state now. Look at it when, like at the start of my turn versus now. This is what 2 level 7s does. Like, it's very, very insanely threatening. Now, why am I adding instead of spinning back? Because spin back does nothing. If I add here, I can actually get access, I think, to my Black Skull Dragon, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, actually, no, I'm adding Archfiend here. Yes, to get the Wishful Spell Engrave. And this can just pop my Mind Shuffle. So I have to add now, and then I would be fine. I don't care about not having Mind Shuffle. I can just establish another one if I want. So we're gonna do this. Let's see what he does. He actually pops the Swordman. Yes, that was the other thing that was threatening. Because if he doesn't pop it, I actually have Swordman to banish 2 immediately. So he was very threatened by that. So it keeps Mind Shuffle on the field. Now look at that. Yeah, that's so insane. You just go Talons, look at the hand, and I know he has Black Skull Dragon, so it forces it out. And then if he has any other hand trap, it would get checked by the Talons here. So now because he chained and it was forced out, I can just cheat off my Black Gas. And now look at the hand, shuffle back the Mind Shuffle, and then we can add. He chains again, we just spin back. This is so unfair. But it's a mirror match, right? It's just like a skill. It's all about skill here, usually, at least. So I just like outskilled him with like these plays. But I've been playing Chaos for a long time, so yeah. I would be very disappointed in myself if I didn't play that correctly. Mine's the Harmonia shit. This was just like very stupid of me. It wasn't like a misplay, it was most of just me fucking up my combo. Okay. If we look at this right here, okay. Here I was actually thinking, I think this is me, right? Yeah, that's it. Here I was thinking, what should I do with this field? And I think the correct answer was, I should just go Ritual Summon Black Chaos first, just so I can get on the field. And then banish face down his Luster, because this will not be destroyed by battle, and I actually have no way to out this otherwise. Right now, at least. So that would be very, very annoying. So I would just want to get rid of this, and then look how I deal with the other cards. I go summon the Archfiend first, instead of linking these two off. So I can go into Chaos Angel, and then Chaos Angel would out the Black Chaos, which I could have also attacked over, but it's not that good, because I want to OTK him now. Then you go SP, which I can't activate because of Harmonia, but I keep it on the field so I can link off this, and then once this is in the grave, I can summon my Swordman. Now Swordman's gonna banish these two, keeping only this on the field, and this is perfect lethal damage. Minus the SP, obviously. So it's 45, and then 3k to the face, and he scoops. That was insane. Yeah, Chaos is so good. I love this deck so much. I think there was another one. Yes, this one. So this was game 2. So he sided in Mistaken Arrest. Let's see what else he sided in. Mistaken Arrests, different dimension ground. Thrust. So you can set this off of that. Okay. Droll Lockbird, Impulse. Okay. So his hand actually looks disgusting. What do you guys think about this? Corrupted Ritual, Mistaken Arrest, Impulse, and the Grateful. So he goes Grateful immediately. I'm just gonna let that go through. So because I didn't Prolia, because in the case where he's actually waiting to do the ad first, and then he can just go Black Skull Dragon in the drop is the summon, so he has a spin back and forth immediately. I would chain Prolia to that. So that's why I was waiting here. So I'll wait till the standby phase. If he doesn't use it, he doesn't have it. So now I just Prolia. So he goes rights. He actually adds the Black Tail Dragon now because he doesn't want to give me draws. Which is fair, but I don't know if you'd be able to, like, you know, do that much here with the hand that you have. Actually, wait, does he have the Shattering? No, he doesn't. This, oh, it's Mistaken Arrest, that's what he has. He has a Lingering Floodgate plus Impulse and these. Okay, that's actually fine to end on. So in the end phase, I'm gonna go Grateful. Add a Archfiend. And then we can get the Black Chaos. So this actually is 100% favoring him at the moment. Like, he has lots of interruptions to actually deal with everything here. Okay, we get Harmonia, so I'm actually going to add as well. And then he goes Mistaken Arrest. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I didn't know he had Mistaken Arrest, but I was thinking about, what if he has Droll here? So I actually wait to see if he adds first, which he did. So then I chain my add to it. I didn't have the toggle on for that reason. So because he was adding, I was like, okay, I need to add at the same time, so he can't draw me. And he can't because it's a draw his right now, right? So yeah, I don't want to enter standby and search, and then he can draw me, and he already got to search, right? So he actually chains this, and none of us get to search. How does this card work? Until the end of your next turn, after this card resolves, cards cannot be added from either player's main deck, but you can draw. The important distinction from draw is you can draw still, because Celtic can also draw. So we're gonna go Ritual Spell. He chains Black Skull Dragon, and then he activates. I'm just gonna Harmonia on this, and this will actually force him to spin back. There was a very high chance he actually did not have Luster because he couldn't search, right? He was attempting to search as well before he used Mistaken Arrest. So once he does this, I was actually at least 90% sure it's only Black Chaos that he's summoning, and he doesn't have a way to actually do anything else. Because Luster would be annoying. So, yep, he sets a Mystic Box again, so I'm just gonna go Cloud Beast on the Mind Shuffle, and this will force out the Mystic Box, but he doesn't use it. Now I'm like, okay. Spin back the Harmonia, and then he chains Grifo to set a Spell Shattering Sword. No, goes Chaos Hats, actually. So, now that he has Chaos Hats, and it's gonna be live, I'm actually gonna use Luster to force out this. I can only banish this anyway. Then he goes Chaos Hats, we spin back. Summon the Black Chaos. We actually don't have anything to add. This is only to keep it on the field, and then we'll see what I do here. So I'm gonna pop something with the Chaos Hats, and then I'm gonna activate this to target the Chaos Mystic Box and banish it. Now, this doesn't trigger if you target this card. It's only if you target anything else. So then we can go Grifo to set a Chaos Hat, and this will actually check a Bell, which I was more so worried about than anything else. And it will also check what do you call it? Like any other hand trap, like Ash Blossom, on my Celtic Sage, which could have still been the case because this right here is only going to stop you from adding, which means I never actually searched, right, for him to Ash. So Celtic Sage would be the Ash here if he has it. So then he doesn't have it. So we actually draw our own Ash here. We also get Multiplying Karibo. Now we go Ritual of Light and Dark. So he has Impulse, which was very weird to me. I was like, why is he playing Impulse? Now we understand. But this is a normal trap. So I can just Chaos Hats this. This is what I say when I mean like Chaos Hats can actually be very insanely powerful if you know how to use it properly. And it can just win you the duel immediately, which is exactly what it does in this duel. So we're gonna use this on Mystic. I was actually thinking I should use it on this. And looking back, I should have. I think I miscalculated the lethal. So it 100% should have been on Black Chaos, not the Mystic, because then I can go Archfiend into the Chaos Angel, because I can still summon Chaos Angel, right? I still have one summon. And then I think I might have lethal off of this. But yeah, so we still just go Celtic Sage here, he pops our talents, fine, and then I can just tribute literally whatever. And then we can banish, and then we can go Demod. This is our one summon from the extra deck here. Then I just go Archfiend to shuffle back all of his cards. So this is gone, this is gone. And then we also shuffle back the Corrupted Ritual in his grave. Summon the Archfiend, and now I can attack. This is actually incorrect of me attacking with Skull Archfiend first. But I didn't care because it's not going to be lethal regardless. If I attack with this 28, and then I can attack, if I like, get to find out that this is actually Black Chaos. That means these are all 0 attack, so I can just attack with this, and then attack with Luster. 45, attack again for 45, and then 28, this is not lethal. Unfortunately. But it's fine, because if you look at the board state right now, he's actually fucked. And the other thing I was also thinking about is that he used Mistaken Arrest. This is for 2 turns, so he cannot add on his turn now. So, and he just has nothing. He's really fucked. And I know he has Mind Shuffle in hand. So let's see what he can do even. Draws Impulse, okay. Goes Black Skull Dragon. Fine, I'm just gonna Harmonia this. He goes Impulse, okay. Sure. This doesn't do anything here. He has to set up, right? He just sets up, and then it's my turn now. Ash on Mind Shuffle, I have all of these for OTK. He just can't do anything, literally. The Corrupted Ritual, you can see set was actually dead because of his own Mistaken Arrest. So he mistakenly fucked himself over. Okay, but good duel. Like, this guy was actually quite good, and still decent deck list. Nice. So let's watch this one against Chaos Fiendsmith. Lots of Chaos. This is a pile deck, actually. Someone raised a point to me that people are actually playing Metalmorph with Chaos now. I don't know how good this is. I haven't tried it, to be honest. It could be good, who knows. I can see the synergy. Like, you have an Omni Negate with a level 8 dragon, then you can spin it back to your hand, and then summon your level 7 or highers, right? He also plays Horus in this deck, and then Fiendsmith. Horus, Fiendsmith, Bestials? Really? Okay, very, very sloppy deck here. Let's see how it does. He's gonna go Lurie. I'm actually gonna Bell. So what I was thinking here, okay, guys, I promise what I was thinking here is I should activates Grifo in response to the tract, because if he has Called by the Grave, I will Bell the Called by the Grave. Then I missed the time. I missed it accidentally. I think I clicked no or something. So then I had to wait for this. And I was still thinking about Called by the Grave, because this hand loses to Called by. And you always have to think about Called by the Grave. And what's funny about this duel specifically is I had 2 tabs open. I was playing 2 duels. I was waiting for one guy to finish his combo, who had already Called by the Grave to me. And then this duel, I was thinking about Called by the Grave because I was still pissed about the Called by. So I played around Called by the Grave correctly. Because if I went Grifo like a lot of other people who would just shotgun this in the drop is, that would be quite bad. But obviously like Bell would just protect you there. And what you usually want to do is, the way I play around Called by, is I wait till the end phase and then use it. Unless there's a deck that can put up any gates or a way to pop my Mind Shuffle by the end phase, then it's not worth it. So I have to use it early. Or if I have Droll and Lockbird, then I would use it early as well. So he Called buys my Bell, and I can actually go Grifo now. And he doesn't have a way to stop it. So I was thinking this is a slop deck, and he's not playing Chaos. If I knew he was on Chaos, I would actually wait on the Grifo. Because he can go Archfiend, shuffle back my cards in grave. That will be very bad. I don't remember if he does, but we'll see. So he gets a draw 1, and then he's also going to add, which... Okay, sure, it's fine. Draws into a Lubellion. Okay, adds back. Goes Light and Darkness Ritual, summons Black Chaos, add back, Called by the Grave. Alright, banishes face down my Mind Shuffle. And then he can just go into Sequence. Sequence is gonna summon a Desiree. Okay. Guess who doesn't care about your board? Alright. Alright, he shuffles back my cards, yeah. Nice. So I need a good top deck, or else I don't actually have any plays here. Called by is very annoying here. And the other thing I should mention is, because I had 2 tabs open, I was playing both duels. I was actually not paying that much attention, so I didn't even see that he had Called by back. And he doesn't even have room to set it, which is very funny. I don't know why you'd equip a Sequence and fuck yourself over. You know what? Maybe I would have lost the Called by. Like, who knows? So he goes Max Metalmorph, tributes the Archfiend, and then summons a Metal Zoa, actually, instead of a Negate. So I'm just going to tribute these, bye-bye. GG. Because now you trigger the Desiree to shuffle this back, and I negate it, and now you use the monster effect in the main phase, so I just Talents after. Okay, negate. I need to draw 2. So I'm just going to Talents, draw 2. No Ash. He goes Gaze, too late. I just FNV, pop it. Goes Mind Shuffle, add. Okay. Black Skull Dragon for him would have been good here, because he can still like play. So then we draw into Curtain Grifo. Yeah, even if he had Called by the Grave, the Curtain would just fucking destroy him here. Because you just go like Gezif Demayas, and then you check this. And this also gets a free pop as well. Yeah, this is just nasty. I gave him this, but this is fine because I actually checkmate him. Look at this. Just go Gaze, go into Dragoon, and then set a Mind Shuffle. And then he goes Luster. He attempts to banish. Look what happens. We just spin back the Gallant Thief. Now we have a discard. And you can summon Black Chaos. Black Chaos add back. And he's cooked. Yep. Like these slop decks, I don't think they're better than Chaos. Like post all the support that we've gotten, like I don't think so. Like that deck is just not good. I'm sorry. So slop decks right now are good in TCG, but this is temporary. It's mainly because the top decks lose to slop. So once that's not the case anymore, like Toons and so on come out in the TCG, I'm pretty sure that will completely change, and people will not be playing slop decks anymore because they're gonna get fucked over. You need to like play some hand traps, especially like these, right? So we're gonna Prolia. He changed his own Prolia, so I don't like Called by, which is a good play. But he's not summoning from the hand. You can see he does play Gamma, but he had the driver in hand instead. So I'm gonna change some Multiplying Grifo. We're gonna go Ragged Records. Go Grifo, set Mind Shuffle. Mind Shuffle, add a Archfiend, and then we can just add a Black Chaos off this. And the best thing about this is we can just go Demod on the Black Chaos and continue playing, and that's just so broken. We give him a draw. He actually draws into Joel. I felt a toggle here. And then look at this. Curtain doesn't care. We just summoned the Dark Magician, add a Gaze of Demise. Now I was thinking, how should I play this? Under Joel. So I just summon the Archfiend, and then I just go into SP, set pass. Because I was thinking about going into Midi-Curious, which I was playing at this point in time. But I felt like it wasn't actually going to contribute much to my combo, even if I can, like, banish his entire field. Which I think I can turn on. I don't think that would have been better than this, because I get to keep my Multiplying Grifo for a Grifo. Set Spell Shattering Sword. I have SP, which is not locked out of anything. There's no Harmonia or anything that I use. Then we have Dragoon, we have a spin back and forth, we can just spin back the Dark Magician. Then we have a FNV, and then an Ash Blossom as well. So this actually is not back and forth, it's just once. So I think I choose to go Luster Soldiers to get the additional interruption. Keep the Corrupted in hand as a discard for Dragoon immediately. He has Droplet, as you can see. So we're gonna add Luster, and let's see what he does. So we're gonna Ashes Engage. He goes Rainbow Bridge, he goes Droplet Send 2. I could have chained Mind Shuffle, but it's not worth it. Goes Crystal Bond, and then this is, yeah, GG. You're so fucked. He goes Pegasus. I'm just gonna chain the Multiplying Grifo, add the Grifo, and now I can just set Spell Shattering Sword. So I do know a bit about Crystal Beasts. They usually want to go Dugaris here. They make like rank 4 Xyz, and Dugaris I think wants to revive the Sapphire Pegasus, so you can trigger it again. So what I do is look at this. I just go Grifo, wait for him to go Dugaris, because not everyone knows about Spell Shattering Sword. It's still a fairly new card, and it's not even released in the TCG. Now, good luck. And also I was thinking about Zeus as well. Because if he plays Zeus and he just attacks, doesn't use the effect, this would just negate the Zeus. It doesn't matter. If he uses this, I can just negate it, and then Zeus would only have 1 mat. So it can't even activate. I could also just banish it, like, sorry, pop it with the FNV, like it doesn't really change anything. So now we just spin back, banish this, and also have an FNV to pop. And that's enough for him to scoop. Okay, now this time he actually made me go first, and you can see he sided in Ultimate Sky, Izuna, Pot of Desire, Pot of Sloth. What else? Droplets was already in his deck. Okay, so he sided in a bunch of going second cards, Super Poly, okay. And I'm like, okay, sure. I don't care. We're just gonna go Celtic draw, and then we get the Swordman. Swordman is going to place a Mind Shuffle, and then we can get Black Chaos. And then we can just activate this, and now he chains the Izuna. So what do you guys think about Chaos Hats here? So you always want to just open the open with Celtic normal summon if you have the Chaos Hats, because it's super broken. Once you resolve that card, there's a very high chance you just win the duel, especially if your opponent activates the hand drop, because you can just set like talents, then look at their hand. So you get all the Chaos stuff plus look at the hand, which is disgusting. And this deck is already insanely better than Cool Tune if you only want to consider like these cards. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. So we go Chaos Hats on the Celtic. What do you do now? Pop Celtic, sure. Set Spell Shattering Sword, and then we can just add back the Celtic. Go Black Chaos, add back talents. Look at the hand, and this completely displays around Joel as well. Like, it's ridiculous. Shuffle back is, and we could still banish one of them to go into Demod to add Curtain, and then Curtain effect, summon Dark Magician, add Gaze, and then we can banish him face down. I know his entire hand. There's just one unknown, which is the Ash Blossom. That's actually a crazy topic, I'm not gonna lie. So he goes, okay, I was not sure about Ultimate Sky here. I thought it was only negating monsters, but actually negates cards. I didn't know that. So now we do, and I'm not gonna make that same mistake. Because what should have happened is I activate Mind Shuffle, and then he goes Ultimate Sky, and then I chain this to go into the Dragoon. He can't target Dragoon. So that was 100% my fault that this happened. So this is what I do. I summon Celtic. He can't negate Celtic here because he hasn't targeted the Celtic, but then he goes Ash Blossom, which he top decked, which is insane, but fine. Now Mind Shuffle. Mind Shuffle is negated, by the way, and it's still doing insane work. If I had a spell that I can just discard and it just immediately turn back on this, right, that would be insane. So then he goes Celtic. Sorry, I go Celtic. He negates. So then we spin back the Dark Magician as well, and then just wait for him to activate, and then I can Ash. I can Spell Shattering Sword First effect, destroy everything. Yeah. Nice. Then we have this one against Invoked. So he's going first. He's gonna go Alistair. I'm gonna chain Multiplying Kraybo, chain Fuwa. Fuwa is actually very annoying for them because he has to give me multiple draws. We draw into Archfiend, insane. So we're gonna add a Grateful. I didn't want him to go SP, so I think I wait. No, I actually don't wait. Okay. Then he chains this, so I chain Skull Dragon so I can have it on the field immediately because I knew he was gonna summon this card, which is gonna attempt to banish everything. And now I can just go Chaos Hats on this on turn 0, and that's game over. Oh, this deck is disgusting. Chaos Hats especially. Like, if you know how to use this card, I'm telling you, this card is so broken. Because now the advantage this card generates is ridiculous, right? Yeah, and we also had Curtain in hand, then we could just use Skull Archfiend from the hand as well, because I think, yeah, this would be in the grave. So, yeah, GG. And then he just didn't want to play. He was very pissed about that play. Okay, going up against Sennet, we're gonna Prolia, and then you can see like my hands, like they look very good, especially because of Curtain. And then we also have like a hand trap and like a Grifo, or Multiplying Kraybo, which accesses the Grifo. Like, it just generally looks very good. So this might seem like a dumb play if you've played Sennet, like why Ash the what do you call it, the field spell? But there was actually a reason for this. There was something. Hold on. Oh yes, it was the there was one ritual monster that can, if he had it in hand, I would be in trouble. It's what the fuck? You don't even play it? That's crazy. Okay, I guess he only plays the Sphinx for some reason. But you guys have to trust me on this. There's a Sennet ritual monster. There's 3 of them. One of them is going to be able to actually spin stuff back. So it will spin back my Mind Shuffle. And I think it's a quick effect. So if I let him do this and he actually had it in hand and he summons it, that would be very bad. I mean, Curtain can't stop him, but then he has Ash for my Curtain. So I don't know what I top deck, but if I don't top deck anything good, I might lose to this, right? So I had to just Ash this, and I know he has this set, and I'm fine with this. So I'm just gonna search now. I get the Black Skull Dragon. Look at how much I'm sacrificing here for the Black Skull Dragon play. We are gonna set. I don't know why he didn't Ash, to be honest. Did he call by my Ash or something? Like, I don't know. Anyways, we summon Black Skull Dragon. We discard the Curtain because I can just get back the Curtain. And we set a Spell Shattering Sword. Now we add back Curtain and we can just spin back and forth. Go Skull Dragon again. He also has Talents here, but Talents doesn't work if he tries to take my control of my monster. He has to look at the hand. In which case I would just keep this in the hand and then he would just have to shuffle this back. Which is fine. So then he goes draw 2 instead. I'm just going to spin back again. Look at this. Chaos Hat, Spell Shattering Sword. And then we can set again. We can get the Ritual Spell. We can get another Mind Shuffle. And we have Curtain. Yeah, this is broken. He can't even play anymore. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think about this deck. And if you guys are playing like a 50, 60 card deck with pile, because lots of people have been transitioning over to slot, or if you're just still sticking to 40 to 43. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one.